Hey guys, so this video will teach you how to use the Microsoft macro software in a more generalized fashion to make purpose-built macros that you can use in any program. So first of all, open up the keyboard macro manager by going to All Programs and then selecting Microsoft Keyboard. Now, if you watched the other video, you'll remember that you have all the macro buttons in this area here. So you pick one that you wish to assign a macro to. So, assign Manage Macro. Now, speaking in general terms, when you make a macro, you're generally trying to accomplish a task in some other program. To make it easiest to make the macro, you want to try to do as much of this on the keyboard as possible. Now you can make macros that click on specific parts of the screen, but those are a lot more work, and if you can limit yourself to the keyboard, then if you move the window around, then it won't mess up your macro, things like that, just much more robust. So, I have this chat program that I use to chat with my friends here, and I can right click on a username and ping them by clicking nudge user. Now normally I'd right click and click, but if I want to spam the ping at them, then I can't really do this very quickly because I have to right click, click, and then right click again. So I want to make a macro. So you want to experiment with the program and see how you can use the keyboard as much as possible. Sometimes if you need to use this area up here, the menu bar, then you use Alt. If you press Alt, then it'll select the menu bar. And you can move around with the arrow keys and press the down key to move down the items, enter key to select, etc. But in this case, that's not in the menu. So, to design it, you will need to right click at least. But after playing around with this program a bit, you can indeed actually move up and down the menu with the arrow keys. So now we can make a macro. First we need to right click. So make a new macro. Name it Auto Finger. And you'll see I already have one, but I'm making another one so you can see how it works. And then click in this box. And you can start just using the keyboard, but in this case we need to right click first. So insert special and mouse button 2, which is right click. Now if you remember, we right click and it helps to play it through a couple times just so you know exactly what you're doing. So you right click and then you press the down arrow until you reach nudge user. So let's do that again. Right click, 1, and count the number of times I need to press the key. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to click down 6 times. So go back to your macro editor, and the down key doesn't actually work in the editor, so we need to select special again. We need to do this 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 10, 6 times, sorry. So now you see, and then we need to press enter at the end in order to actually select the function. So now we have our macro, and we want to add a delay at the end for repeating macros, because otherwise there will be no time between the macros, and depending on the program, sometimes you need to give the program time to take the menu away. So it's always good to be safe and add a good 10, 20 millisecond delay at the end of your macro. Of course, if it works without that, then that's fine too. And then always click Enable Macro Repeat if you want to be able to spam the macro, which is what we want to do in this case. So now we have our macro. We click Save and OK. And we click OK again. Now we're ready to use our macro. And as you can see, it works very well.